What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Tiffany Henyard is having more issues in her town meetings. And this will be no different because she had one at the Thornton Township meeting there in South Holland. This is different than Dalton, where Dalton is just one village, whereas Thornton Township is 17. And guess who showed up to speak? Our guy, the alleged rapist, okay, from what they say, our groomer, Mr. Michael Smith. Now, for those of you who don't know Michael Smith, he is a former trustee in a city called Dixmoor. He is a guy that got fired allegedly from some public schools for grooming some young ladies. He has a terrible reputation, and he's an avid supporter of Tiffany Henyard. And the first time I came across Mr. Smith was when he came to the township meeting at Dalton and said this.
Good evening, Mayor and Board. I wanted to come out tonight as a neighboring resident in the village of Riverdale. And I like to see people involved in the media. But here it is, I have an indicted mayor that's serving in our community, and we don't have this much media coverage going on. But we over here having media coverage here, and we don't put out the good things that is happening. But you guys got to connect the dots, D-O-T-T-S, dots. All of this stuff is coming about because you got individuals fighting for seats. But I'm going to tell you, don't repeat history. And when I say don't repeat history, you better look in the city of Harvey. The city of Harvey had a mayor that the people wanted out so bad. And now you look and see what they got. You got to be careful. And one thing I want to say to the residents of Dalton, make sure you guys educate yourself. The trustees should not be having meetings outside of meetings that's already been scheduled by the governing body. You set your meetings at the beginning of the year and you meet. And then I wanted to say, I'm never known as being a former trustee where always that one trustee is always the mayor pro tem. You're supposed to take a vote, and amongst your vote, once the meeting is set, then you take your mayor pro tem. But I also want to caution you guys. I did my research. Bert Olson is not a very good attorney. Take a look at the village of South Village. Same things is happening. The man in Maywood is going through the same thing. He causes chaos when he don't get what he wants. So I'm telling you guys, pay attention.
Now, this is Mr. Connect the Dots. Now, I mean, the guy's been exposed by Jedediah Brown. Other people have come on and said that he said different things about their daughter. He's harassed young ladies, calling people's 14-year-old daughters the B word. This is honestly true stuff, okay, about this guy. Yet the guy is silly enough to still come to the meetings. And look what happens when he shows up.
We're on the cusp of celebrating Juneteenth. We come to a meeting here, and instead of us being professional, we're carrying on this matter. It's disrespectful. It's disrespectful to the We teach our young people about being respectful. We teach them about being respectful. And we come to a meeting and we see disrupt. We see disrupt. But not only do we see disrupt, we see individuals that have an agenda. They have an agenda. And the agenda is based on what's happening in Dalton. It's about what's happening in Dalton. This has nothing to do with Thornton Township. You guys need to leave your fight in Dalton. This is about Thornton Township.
Hey, listen. Pay attention. Listen, people. I get it. I get it. But let's keep it calm. Let him talk like we let you guys talk. Let him talk. I understand that. I understand. Let him talk.
No.
Thank you. Let it talk. Jesus.
Now I sat there and I listened to everybody with their comments. Their comments had nothing to do with Thornton Township. This is a separate form of government. You have Dalton, which is the village, and you have the township. As being a former elected official, let me explain to you the Open Meetings Act. When you come to a board meeting, the board of trustees, along with the supervisor, sets the rules when it comes to public participation. They can allow you either 2 or either 3 minutes, okay? This government have always selected you to speak for 2 minutes. All right? I remember coming to township meetings, and I'm glad to see we have a lot of residents here. When it was myself, Trustee Jerry Jones, at that time, Trustee Everett was on the board. This was before Gonzalez was here. And at the time, I was probably maybe the only resident from the township attending. But I'm glad to see that we're here. But we need to recycle our focus. We're down in the individual that brought over millions of dollars back to the township. You talking about $500,000 that was brought here to the township for programs for you. For you. And we got other residents here that participate in those programs. You talk about the grass cutting. I've seen the young people out. You're saying young people not cutting grass. Young people are cutting grass. What I'm saying is, leave your Dalton fight in Dalton. This is Thornton Township. We never had these meetings like this ever before. And I'm sure Trustee Jerry Jones can communicate to that. We never had this ruckus here before. We never had that before. This was a government that was functioning, that was running. And I want to commend those trustees for the work that you're doing to better our township. I want to commend you for that. Job well done. Job well done.
Again, more confusion, more being irate, more problems, more Tiffany Henyard. And again, a guy up there speaking on something in which he shouldn't after being thoroughly exposed, trying to tell somebody about being professional and all of that. And it just really doesn't make any sense. And the reality is that this lady is having problems everywhere, okay? Everywhere. In the township, in the village of Dalton, and these guys come out there trying to support her. And what she doesn't understand, she's so stupid. She thinks it looks good that this particular individual is on her team. No, it doesn't look good. Everybody who supports Tiffany Henyard has a lengthy criminal record, or they have problems. Every time you see somebody going hard for her, look at the T.O. Hardeman guy. I don't even want to get into him, but when they have folks that go hard, they have some kind of really big controversy. Andrew Holmes. We all know what's going on with Andrew Holmes, don't we? Then you have this dude, Mr. Connect the Dots. Too bad you can't connect your dots with your criminal ass. All the times you're doing something silly that don't make no effing sense. And then the people don't want to hear from the guy. They're talking, the police officer is talking about, look, give him a chance to speak. It's complete chaos. Everywhere this lady goes is complete chaos. It doesn't make any sense. And at this point, think about it. If you're looking at Thornton Township or Dalton, if you're a business owner, look at the way that they're doing look at the way they're doing meetings, right? And you wanted to invest in this particular township or meetings. Ask yourself, would you be interested in doing such a thing at a place like this? Would you? Would you feel comfortable? Would you feel safe with a mayor like Tiffany Henyard or a place like the village of Dalton that you would actually get something done there as an owner? I don't think that anybody is dumb enough to believe that. Do you? Do you honestly believe that? Hell no. I know that I don't at all. A place like that, I would run from. I'd be like, oh, y'all dumb enough to make her the mayor? Oh no. We need to get out of here. Gotta get out of here. So guys, we think it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Richard Farley, you just heard Bill. We're out.